FYI, I heard rumors that Brittany Bowens is actually being investigated, and maybe in the future there'll be a possible charge. Just a rumor, though. We'll see.
Is anyone else accountable besides Derion Vence and Brittany Bowens?
I believe that there's one family member of Derion.
Why did she keep these facts a secret when it was so critical to the investigation?
Brittany Bowens tells ABC 13, quote, "It's not fair to Maleah. At this point, I want to know what happened to my daughter. The fact that he went through a great extent to cover himself is unbelievable. It's not enough. These charges aren't enough. But I have faith justice will prevail. Maleah, we love you forever." An important note here is Vence faced 2 to 20 years in prison on this first charge, but now with the new charge, he could be sentenced to life in prison.
Brittany Bowens responds to Derion Vence's charges. This was reported by ABC 13. Crystal, thank you for sending me the story. Thank you so much to Katrina. She is my first Patreon person to sign up. And I want to take you guys back for a minute. I want to rewind. This was reported from Fox 26 around May, where Brittany said she was getting off of social media. She was staying away. When she returned, she has, I guess, a picture of Maleah. She says, "Although you were taken so early, I'm honored to know you, how much I loved you." And right next to those posts, I guess they were previous posts, is Vence rapping with his brother Joe, followed by a dozen or so additional pictures of Vence on Instagram. Not only that, okay, going further than that, which she faced a lot of criticism for that. Even recently, I think it was in July, somebody sent me a picture where she reactivated her Facebook, and you still see pictures of Derion and the kids and the background and all this kind of stuff. Anyway, let me get you another reminder. Remember when Quanell and Brittany, and they did like the first public announcement, and Quanell was saying that there was a bunch of things going on with Maleah that Brittany knew about, and they asked how long it was going for, and he states months, and Brittany says nothing about that. So it seems to everybody like she's agreeing with that.
The mistake she made at that point was not going to the hospital immediately about the abuse.
When did that happen?
This was months ago. This was months ago. This was months ago. This was months ago.
Keep this in mind, okay? This was literally like 7 days after Maleah went missing is when she decides to come forward with Quanell to give information that was really important and crucial, and they even ask her about that. And I'm supposed to believe that this same person now is speaking out about what's unfair to Maleah. Really?
There's a lot that the mother needs to share with law enforcement that she has not shared with law enforcement.
Why did she keep these facts a secret when it was so critical to the investigation?
The mother did not want to believe by any stretch of the imagination that this man was capable of what is obvious that is taking place here.
Now let's talk a little bit about the charge that was announced yesterday by Kim Og. You know, some people are really unsatisfied with that, which I understand. But to me, 2 to 20 years, and then the new charge is placed for a possible life sentence.
An important note here is Vence faced 2 to 20 years in prison on this first charge, but now with the new charge, he could be sentenced to life in prison.
That seems like a bit of an improvement, though I understand where people are coming from with the frustration. The other thing too, some people were asking about the autopsy results. Apparently it's finished. According to Click to Houston, a medical examiner said they will not release the autopsy results until the investigation is over. So we're not going to see the actual full autopsy results, though I believe from the statement here that the Harris County DA, which is Kim Og, said after review of all the evidence, including the autopsy results, prosecutors determined that there was a sufficient evidence to charge Vence intentionally and knowingly with the bodily harm. There's honestly just too many things going on behind the scenes in the background. We don't know the full autopsy results. The thing is too, like I said yesterday, there's no double jeopardy, and who knows in the future if somebody else gets involved, right? Let's say they just go with these charges, but the charges could go, they could increase, it could go to murder, but let's just say it goes with this for now. And then the other people that Quanell states get called in, or they witness, or they testify, or whatever.
Besides the mother and father, or stepfather, ex-fiance in this case, is anyone else accountable besides Derion Vence and Brittany Bowens?
I believe that there's one family member of Derion who I've already told them who I believe this family member is. from my conversations with a particular family member also, that he knew where the body was placed.
More information can come out. They can come back and charge him for murder, or they can get other people to confess, admit stuff, and more people can get involved, and that's really what could bring justice about. So it's not, I know people just want the quick, instant gratification of things. People think that you could just walk into a court, point a finger, and dang, bang, you're guilty, and that's it. I mean, with the charge, there's just so many scenarios. You guys made a lot of good comments yesterday. I mean, are they trying to force like a plea deal? You know, if they got a plea deal, that would, you know, who knows what could be entitled in the plea deal. They're trying to enforce that. The other thing you got to think about too, the other angle of it, is that the fact that they didn't go for murder, who knows what's in those results, but I guess what was in those results aren't enough to concrete a murder charge, right? So that's also something to think about. I think the slow process, the slow move is probably the best thing for now. I mean, depending on what they have, I have no idea what they have, you know what I'm saying? So it's definitely going to be a long ride. I think this is a step. It's like baby steps. I think this is a baby step in the right direction. I want the other people held accountable too. And this is also like Brittany. I don't know what was the thing with her responding. I want to know what you guys think about why did she respond now to this? You know what I'm saying? Is she trying to get away from this? Does she feel the heat, or, you know, is she being looked into, as the rumors say? And are they going to use these people to play each other, to pawn each other? You know what I'm saying? That's sometimes what they do too. Sometimes people turn on each other, and you get a whole lot of more information like that. So stay tuned, comment down below, and I gotta go. Buckle your seatbelt, because it's going to be a hell of a ride.